porch. There's a little railing there. I was sitting in the railing. We're looking at the sky because we ran into a little rough weather the day before, so we see what is going to happen tomorrow morning. And I sit in this railing, and another fellow, kind of a heavy-set guy, about 250 pounds, come outside of the railing, and the whole thing collapsed, you know. But it's only really 4 feet from the dirt. So, but my luck, everybody else that fell down, nothing happened to them. My luck was that I hit a stick, about an inch in diameter, that was holding up this little bush, and it hit me right on the side.
Did it have a sharp point, this stick?
Well, not sharp. He was, just kind of rough, just any kind of a stick. It wasn't like a pointed thing, thank God, because if it gone through my skin,
you'd have bled to death.
that's all she wrote, you see, because there's no way to put a tourniquet on this side of your body. The only way that you can stop bleeding like that is to go in there and cut it and close the bleeder,
Well, I mean,
The only thing I know is my father's a doctor. So.
Your whole weight then fell on the blunt edge of this stick, and that caused what? An impression on the artery? That is from the outside. It didn't penetrate.
Yeah, well, I don't want to be too technical. It was either a large blood vessel or whatever it was, an artery, and it punctured that, and it created this bleeding.
From the inside?
Inside. But all of a sudden it started to go break. I had like a melon over here. And the thing that saved it is that the skin didn't break because after the blood itself formed a clot. And the clot itself stopped the, it was bleeding, stopped that hole, the clot. So here I was left with this thing. And I knew it was something bad. It was very close to the kidney area. And,
quite painful?
Very, very painful, yeah. And the skin was so very tight,
It was several hours after that, though, before you even thought about getting help, I understand.
Yeah, at first I didn't. I just felt a sharp pain. But then it didn't bother me too much. As a matter of fact, I went back and sang a couple of more songs. Everybody had a guitar, and we singing, and we sang a couple of more songs. And then about 2 hours later, it started really blowing up, And about 3 hours later, it was really bad. So I have this phone on the boat. About the best investment I ever made because there's no communications on there now. And I called Dr. Brass in San Diego. He's a pilot himself. He used to have a plane of his own. And I told him, I known him for 15 years, and he says, Fred, I'm in trouble, and I told him what it was. And he wanted to know whether it was anything to do with the kidney, and he asked me a couple of questions in relation to the kidney. I says, no. And he says, is his skin broken? And I says, no. And he asked where the area was, and I told him, I said, well, you got a very large hematoma. That's what it sounds like.
He finally flew down. This was in the middle of the night, wasn't it?
That's right. So by the time I got it, it was about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And then he said, well, I'll be there tomorrow morning. So I said, where are you? I said, well, it's not even in the map, I said, I can give you the longitude and the latitude. So he gave me the degrees and minutes north and the degrees and minutes south. And he says, any marks around there, any landmarks? I said, well, there's a pink church about 100 yards from the beach, a little kind of a hill there.
And he miraculously, or his pilot miraculously found that, the charter plane pilot.
Yes, because it was very foggy. As a matter of fact, they were ready to take off from San Diego at 5:30, and they won't let him take off. They finally took off about 7. It was all cloudy. They couldn't see any water at all. They were flying about 9,000 feet, but then he got there. He says, well, I know this is what Desi said he was. He says, this is longitude, latitude, he said he was. So he's down there someplace. So I think fell upstairs, well, with me. They started down. He started down. He says, a little opening in the clouds. And the first thing he saw was a pink church.
You were flown back to Scripps Clinic here?
Yeah, on the same plane. Right.
Did you undergo surgery there?
Yes. We went into surgery at Scripps. Yeah.
What sort of surgery was it, Desi?
Well, all I
have to repair the blood vessel?
All I remember is it's a large cut in here. It's about 7 inches.
You have quite a bandage down there now, don't you?
Yeah, a little one.
Well, you feel pretty fortunate that your life was saved by these series of circumstances, and I understand now you're planning to endow a hospital in that area because there's no medical facilities there, which you could have used, of course, had they been there.
Yes, I'm very definitely going to do so, and Dr. Brass, as a matter of fact, is going to help me set it up.
What sort of a hospital, and how much will it cost?
Well, I don't know exactly because I never built a hospital in my life before. We just bought some acreage down there. Of course, it's not this whole acreage is not just going to be for the hospital. It's a cannery down there that was abandoned some time ago. We're going to reactivate the cannery. It's an interesting breakdown in the population of this San Juanito, which is next door. You know, some of the people that help me on that.
I understand this will run maybe $250,000 investment on your part to help these
I
natives down there.
I don't know, something in that neighborhood. I don't know, really. Uh, Mr. Winchell says the Iranian Cancer Fund is going to contribute some to cancer research down there.
You feel you owe it to somebody, at least, to do all this for these people down there.
Well, now I don't want to sound like a corny savior or something, but I know they need something of that. And there's no place between Ensenada and La Paz where you can get good medical attention, and particularly for the kids. You know, let's tell you the breakdown of this one town down there. There's 16 families. There's 30 able-bodied men, and the total population is 800. Now, you figure out how many kids are in that group. Each family has about 20 kids, you know.
Desi, I guess you feel that you're living on borrowed time almost right now, aren't you?
Yes, I'm very thankful. Very thankful. But, I think the fellow up there was very nice this time.